Yo, yo. What's good? Is it working now? I just. Okay, nice. Yo. Event is ready. There we go. I can, yeah. Perfect. What's What's good, bro? Good to hear your voice. Yeah, I'm surprised. After we were off for so long, I was gearing to fucking. Yeah, straight. Yeah, who we kidding? Straight. Straight. Straight points. All right, let me just pick my team. All right, I'm good to go. I was thinking, I'm like, I was doing lap times, like getting some a little bit of practice in, and I'm like, I don't see anybody else doing any lap times. I'm like, is it my, like, it might be me not online or something's fucked up, but. Oh, I love GT7, and I'm like, literally after we play our race, I'm like, I still feel like racing. I have GT7, and I just like rinse it for a bit, do some of the time trial stuff, all the like challenges stuff. I like rinsing. Yeah, and it's so different, of like a racing, like some of the, like you really are changing the type of like driving by the vehicle you're driving. Like it's still, but it's a lot of fun. I do like the weekly stuff most of the time. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. The class. Yeah. Group class B and like all the other random or whatever it is that they have there. Okay. All right. How many laps is this? I forgot. Oof. Yeah, that's true. Oh. Oh, wow. I'm starting at the back. Fuck's sakes, bro. Starting at the back. What a shit show. Oh, so much for my weekend. This is like every weekend. Purple sector. Get out of here. 20th place. And middle. How could my middle sector and my last sector be fast? What? Well, we're all starting from the back. It'll be interesting. Let's do this. That's happened to me before. It just fucks up my shit. So how do you, I mean, you probably only had a couple races, but how do you like your new setup? make the difference. Yeah, I bet. Yeah. Oh, it's like tight. It's meant to be hard. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, you can really lean on it. Or you probably what? You don't have to lean on it. Maybe you just like kind of just firm. Yes. Yeah. 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 Oh. Yes. 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 Yeah. Okay. Oof. I mean, it's far enough to make a decision after. You know what I mean? Like, if it's 3/4 of the race, I'm sure enough shit will have happened in between that time. Why is my car going in the river? Oh. Yeah, I was like, what? What the fuck was that?
We're not seeing any technical issues coming off the practice starts. Watch the RPM on the full start. We don't want you to bog down.
Oh, oh. I saw you push the brakes and it was like turning counterclockwise.
No rain expected. No rain expected for the time being.
You almost pulled a Hamilton with the spin today. Some of the things I was... No, no, no. Dude, you're good. Oh, it's 1819. Sorry. My bad. I just expected to be the number 2 Ferrari. Yeah, what I was saying is I heard some of the benefits of like that setup is even the steering wheel, the vibrations are better. You're feeling more fine. It's too much, yeah. Yeah, you get spook. Oh, really? Wow. 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 Yeah, my setup for starts is always trash. Oh, oh, oh. Oh.
That's a decent start. Good job. Okay, DRS is now available. watch out for understeer in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as quickly as you can. Push, push.
Whee!
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Good job, nice overtake.
Oh, what happened with you? Ended up making me crash.
Safety car deployed. Stay positive.
Return the position immediately or we're going to get penalised. There's no overtaking during the safety car period.
Yeah, I saw that, and that braked up. Yeah. Well, at least you're not out of the race, which is most important. I've got damage. I got a yellow front wing. I was right behind the other guy about to pass, and then he braked because of what happened with you, then I got tagged. I'm not going to brake now. I'm just going to keep it. But I need to have them adjust my wing. Yellow's okay. It's like end plate, right? Mind you, I gained a lot of places in that whole melee.
Let's catch up to the field a bit. We're dropping too far back. Remember, we need to stay within 10 car lengths of the next car.
What? Yeah, I was disqualified. For what? Reversing? Yeah. Ew. That's glitch in the game. That's frustrating. Nah, I'm gonna see what happens. Should I? I'm just gonna get caught roped in. I'd rather see what happens with the tires when I go to pit anyway. I mean, as long as I finish the race, I should finish second, so. At the very least. Yeah, I'm surprised. That's a bit of fuckeries. So they would have expected you. So I guess the only thing you could have done is go behind the safety car, wait until they tell you to pass it again. Yeah, which is still kind of bullshit. Like in the moment, you're not really thinking that. Like nobody would be thinking that. Yeah. 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 Let's spot back there. Great. I just passed him.
Okay, let's get ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this lap. When the field accelerates, remember there's no overtaking until the timing line. Safety car in this lap.
How was Italy? I hear it's dope. Oh, really? Wow. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Wow.
Okay, clear.
Crazy. I'm happy you guys had a good time. How'd they do? Oh shit. Let's go. Mega. That's huge. That's incredible. Oh, oh. Oh, 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 oh. Really? Battery.
DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled.
Hey, big. That's huge. Oh man, that must have been a proud moment. So, even for your grandfather, your great grandfather to see his grandchild, great grandchild, crazy. It's a big deal.
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Oh, oh. Turn away from him. Yeah.
Okay, good work. Great pass. And gap to the car in front, 1.6 seconds.
All right.
Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us, 6.1 seconds.
It must be Bottas's birthday because This guy's in second place. What?
Okay, gap ahead, 1.8 seconds. Great work.
You and
Catching the car ahead by around
family got
5/10
anything
lap.
planned for this long weekend? Oh, okay. Yeah, so you're busy. Yeah. Yeah. I'm starting to. Yeah. I'll take the kids to the air show this weekend. Yeah, man. Sunday we're gonna go with my in-laws. It's sick. Yeah. Out in, yeah, man, it's 12 to 3:30. And we just like bring our own things, head over by like the bridge, kind of stay on
Okay, so all of our
the
tyre
exhibition
pressure
side,
data
like the
is
stadium
currently
side,
reading
just up on the
0.
hill, find a place,
Assuming they
park
still
up,
look
bring
inflated to
food,
you, we're going to guess
and we
that it's
just
just a
chill.
bad sensor. Shouldn't be
All
anything
right?
to worry about.
It's a sight to be seen, man. Like they were, you know what? I end up just taking the Go Transit. It's easy. You just step out. Yeah, we step out. There's no bullshit because downtown is a disaster getting in and out. Yes, get out exhibition, walk into the Toronto FC Stadium. You pay for your ticket probably to get into the next there, and then you walk to the south side of the like walk over past the stadium, go over to where Lakeshore is, and just prop up on the hill, and then you get, you know, as long as you have a clearing in the trees, you're solid. You'll be able to see some shit. They were practicing today, and they were flying over my office in Scarborough. It was pretty cool. Like, it's so loud. Yeah. I still haven't passed Valkyrie. Blood fuck. This guy is making it, and I don't want to fuck my shit up. So I'm just getting sandwiched between him and Max. Alright, let's make this count. Yeah, well, I mean,
Okay,
before you know it,
the car behind is catching you by 5/10
Mikey
lap,
will be a
5/10.
full pit stop ahead of me. Yeah, sorry. I mean, I'm not going any faster, that's for sure, by talking. This is where I need to do a better job. Alright, gotcha. What's next? Oh, nice. Very cool.
Right, let's not stay behind this car for too long. We need to get past.
I'm not gonna risk it. I want to, but the last time he came in on me, see if I can get closer here. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's not even worth it these days. I just get in, it's like $37 round trip for me and the family because the kids are free, I think. Pretty sure. And yeah, I'm pricing that job, the new building right now actually. Yeah. For whom it may concern. Fuck out of here. Yeah, so do I. You know what? I'm interested, yeah. I feel like Valtteri will take care of business. Because he's quick. Yeah, but like, Valtteri's a good qualifier. Like, he has like a record for the most Q3s in the history of F1. Something crazy. Nah. No, they said no. Like, now his next play is like, yo, I need to be having a steak. I'm not doing no bullshit now. You know, he looks at Red Bull like he's the one that made all the decisions. he got Adrian Newey, he this, he that, you know?
Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs.
You know what's funny? I know. They said though, which is I'm optimistic about that they said this, that he's had like zero influence on the current car. So that's a good thing from the perspective of the current team. But yes, of course, they were like, what the hell is that? Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I remember he was saying his first weekend, like, yeah, we're not utilizing the tools well. Like, it's not, we have all the high-tech shit, but if you don't use it properly, it's useless. And I think that's what the difference is. I think he's helped them realize how to look at the data, how to fucking take care of business. And yeah. Yep. They get inspired, yeah. Yeah, that's what I did here. They're gonna be like, Adrian's always giving you a suggestion, like, yo, what about this? They're like, hey, yeah. Yeah. The man that makes things happen. Straight. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah, that's, I mean, the Red Bull situation, like he left because he felt like they were underappreciating him and just a bunch of other shit, and you can see. Yeah. I know. Yeah. You know what? It's well, that's such his life. But look at no. You know, what we fail to recognize is it's a very elitist of a sport, right? Like a very small percentage of the population is actually in that world, even though how big it is of a sport. But you know, it's just a different,
We're coming in this
it's a different space. Exactly. Fucking MasterCard giving $100 million a season. Like these teams are making dollars now. Before it was just like a money dump for the rich. You know, they weren't really making any money on it. They're just fucking hemorrhaging cash, but they have all the money in the world. And now they're starting to turn a profit, you know? They're barely spending money on the car themselves because of all the sponsorship dollars and money that the advertisement gets, which was the whole point of the sport, you know? That's why you had, you know, Benson and Hedges and all these big cigarette companies. That's why every like team principal or boss at Ferrari is an ex fucking CEO for some sort of Marlboro or something. Right? I know. I was like, oh. The deeper I got into the chat, the worse the racing got. All right, change that front wing. Let's get this done, guys. Come on. Andiamo.
Okay, go, go, go. Perfect job on the turn in there, mate. Looks like a nice stop time. We're happy with that one. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
Oh, shit. I'll take a look. Yeah.
This is our true position. They've pitted as well, so warm up your tyres and get down the road.
Wifey, I'm here for the rest of the day. Sorry.
This is our true place here. They've pitted as well, so we've got to warm up our tyres and get the most out of it. Come on.
Come on, come on. Stopping is making it difficult.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
I know. I just changed my front wing. I don't want to change another one. Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh, bitch. What the fuck? This guy almost jackknifed me. Ah. Oh, come on. God damn it. But this is bullshit. So frustrating. Oh. Maybe it just needs to be calibrated. Oh, man, every time I get like, I'm quick on a track, the fucking AI is just fucking it up for me, man. It's so frustrating. They're like so greedy, like I don't get it. I'm like, yo, I'm fucking past you. Like, look at this. Like, Verstappen coming around the inside of me. Like, what are you doing? And then there goes my race. Like, no chance to even try to make it difficult for Mike. Like, you can never be hasty. I only practice,
nice overtake.
but I never play online. Only with GP7 do I play online. He's in the hole. Yeah. He's Ayrton Senna right now, not even knowing where he is. Just going in.
Just over 10 minutes time.
He's going apex to apex right now. Rain. Oh, really? Tough, man.
Okay, gap to the car in front, 1.9 seconds. Gap to the car in front is less than 1 second now. Well done. Let's try and get past in the DRS zone. Pulling out a second a lap on the car behind. Really good stuff. Top 10 now, keep it up.
Oh. Then let me have that. Let's go. Alright, Logan.
Great manoeuvre. You made it look so easy.
It's like Groundhog Day. I feel like I'm passing the same guys over and over and over again.
So we're expecting rain in about 10 to 15 minutes.
Huh? So for sure before the end of the race. Okay.
The car behind started to drop back. There's a gap beginning to form. Let's make the most of it. job.
All right, let's make this a 1-2 right now.
Okay, gap to the car ahead, 4.6 seconds. Okay, we don't think we're far away from rain now. I'll keep you updated as conditions change. Okay, this is good. You're catching the car ahead.
Yeah, turn 1. Or last turn 14 or whatever the fuck it is. It's still so early.
And we're still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment. Okay, good work. Great pass. Right, drop your speed. Our delta's too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
Yeah. Box this lap.
Say that again, we're having trouble receiving you.
Box this lap.
Right, let's have you in at the end of this lap, please.
Yeah, you can hear me? Box, box. Box, box. Look how far ahead you are. Wow. Did somebody crash? That's why we're having this, or what? I was like,
Tyre situation's an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got for now.
I know. Let's see how this works out. I didn't know my front wheel was damaged. Alright.
Okay, mate, that's it. Go, go, go. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that.
Dropping down the field, of course.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
What happened? Fuck off!
Right, let's pick up the pace a touch, please. We need to close to
Come
within 10
on.
car lengths of the car ahead.
Yeah. I didn't pass the safety car. Oh, yes. I know what you're talking about. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. What? That's unbelievable. That is so frustrating. Lap 45. To be able to sort it. crazy. Oh man, that's vexing. I have to finish. Yeah, I know. That's crazy. That is fire. Let me make sure I got my recording set. Yeah, on air. Let's go. That's vexing. And it's good. That's the most aggravating thing, man. Like, you're just like, for me, it's always Japan that I have a stupid fucking something happen, and then I'm like, out lap 2. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. To sort it out. Yeah, just sliding, and the safety car's standing. It's not like it's moving. So you have to like reverse on track? How would that have to work
Safety car in this lap. Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags.
Alright, bro. Have a good weekend. Peace, man. Clean? Yeah, straight. No, hey. I'm happy to. I'll finish last place out this bitch. Straight.
Tyre condition still looking good. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 1.6 seconds.
This is going to be the longest race to follow the leader. Because I am not risking nothing. No more lunges on that. If it's not... Hello? No, I didn't hear her. Congratulations, my girl. World champ. Hello, world champion. Hello. Hey. Well, congratulations. You are a world champion. How does it feel? It should feel great. You're supposed to feel it feels awesome. Effing awesome. Without swearing, of course. It's not easy to do. Remember, you put a lot of work into it. Just keep believing in yourself, and who knows where this will take you. Alright? Time to repeat for next year. Alright? Daddy taking care of you? Is he spoiling you? Yeah, kind of. Not good enough. Well, it's good to hear from you. I'm happy you had a good time and had success. And enjoy the rest of your weekend. Okay? My girl. She still sounds like a bonbon. It's funny how our kids sound like through a recorded line. You know what I mean? Like a phone. I hear Sammy, I'm like, she still sounds like a baby.
These tyres need to get us to the end of this race.
I said kids, like when you hear them on the phone, they still sound so young. You know, like if you see them, like Sammy, sometimes like I see her and then she's on the phone and I'm like, she sounds like a bambina in the background. Holy goodness. Yeah. Yeah.
DRS has been disabled by the stewards. DRS will be offline. Wait for further updates.
Fire. This could be risky. The incidents, yeah. Oh no! Oh! Okay, they're going in for... Yes, let's go! problem is I pit much earlier than they did, so they'll have fresher tires. Mind you, 2 of those laps were under the safety car, so we'll see. But I just need to bring it home. Call it a day.
Okay, let's try and
Because
overtake them
this
now.
bitch is squirming in my hands like crazy. Ooh.
The rain's going to keep getting heavier for the next 15 minutes at least.
Magnussen. Oh, don't do it. Yeah. Short shifts. Keep the shift short. No full throttle for the rest of the race. Whoa. What time is it anyway? What time is it? Collins was in Greece, and then he called me, like FaceTime me when I was at work, and this guy's in a cafe blazing. Nah, he's blazing. He's all over, and he's blazing. And him and wifey are getting high in Amsterdam. I'm like, yo, this weekend's F1, eh? He's like, yeah. He's like, all right, we're here for the weekend. Let me see if I can swing some tickets. I said, try to see if you can get on the property, bro. Yeah, like he did like my dad's in Italy soon, actually, doing those like river tours or whatever. Steven's sister actually just came back with her family from Italy, doing the river tours or whatever it is. This race is going to end up with a dry track. I know you see my GIF when I saw my penalty points. I was like, oh Lord Jesus, Lord have mercy. I died. Yeah, no, I swear the first 10 races I had like endless fucking track limits penalties. Spa, I got driver of the day. I had like 18 seconds in penalties. Crazy. Am I? Okay, yeah. I haven't been paying attention to the time. Take it easy.
No
It's
tyre
crazy how
concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
like you feel like you're slightly pushing down on the pedal and the bar is almost full. Crazy. Scary to even still look at the laps and be like, 54 laps? Holy shit. Yeah, no, yeah. No, now that I know I'm still making some strides and I'm taking my time with these guys behind, not that it matters. I just need to see the finish line. You know, I was going to tell you, because my neighbor was asking me about, oh, like he just moved in at the corner. Well, I shouldn't say just, it's been like 2 years or so. And he's like, yo, what are you watching in the garage? And I was like, usually F1 stuff
Okay,
and, you know,
conditions are going to
YouTube,
keep
whatever.
deteriorating for 10
And
minutes
he's
at
like,
least.
he's like, oh, F1. He's like, I like F1 too. He's like, how do you feel about Verstappen? I was like, you know what? I respect him as an apex predator that's into winning, and he's like an MJ, right? Like, you don't really have to like him, but he exists to win. And he's like, yeah. And I was just like, I'm like, you know, my only problem I have is he's not like the best ambassador for the sport. And I'm like, it doesn't pay, and you can tell. And he's like, oh, how do you mean? I'm like, you know, ever since his team, he hasn't been leading the championship, his hot spots haven't been so hot. Like, you know, the Verstappen, you know, bleacher section and fan section wasn't full, especially after he was kicked out of the race, after he got hit by Kimi. And I'm like, that's the thing. Like, Lewis hasn't won in fucking 5 years. And you see what it's like in China. You see what it's like all over the world. People still come to support and see him. And I'm like, it's because he's a good ambassador for the sport. And he's like, yeah, good point. I'm like, I've noticed that. And I'm like, they're talking about, oh, how it's slow and it's not as packed because Verstappen isn't thing. But I'm like, you go there to see your driver. Like, it's your country's driver. You know, it's very much dependent on the car, how he's going to perform, you know? And even with a shit car, he's still fucking, you know, stealing on dudes, right? So that's the thing. I'm like, that's how you can tell the difference in the star power. Not that people think that he's the same. Not that even you would compare, but I'm like, this is what the difference is. When you're a good ambassador for the sport, people will support you even if you fucking aren't doing good. And Verstappen is still in the top 3. Anything could happen, and they're not flocking to the track like they used to. And I'm like, that's shit. You know, I don't. These guys are soft, but I'm like, that has to do with who he is. Like, they're like, oh, I don't care, and this, and blah blah blah. Okay, well, hey, right. He doesn't care. But, and I get that, but like, you know, when your skill set chooses you for, you know, better as a generational talent, like, you know, the same way that they refer to these guys as, you know, at a young age being so mature. I'm like, are they mature? Like, maturity would be like, yo, I know I got to do this. This is for, I'm an ambassador. Whether I like it or not, my success is determining that, you know? And for everything that they say about Michael Schumacher and him being like a shrewd guy, but like, he was for the sport, you know? Like, this guy did a lot of charity work, a lot of that shit he was doing. And, you know, I'm like, look, he doesn't even speak. And the fans still wearing his jersey, still bringing the flag, still, like, I'm like, he'll live forever because he was a good ambassador for the sport. It makes a difference. Yeah, he's still young. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I can't stand for, oh. Yeah. Yeah, he's another terrible ambassador. Yeah, Stroll's like, I can respect someone who's, you know, I rate Piastri still. Which one? Oh, no, Latif? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he has there's no real pulse. He has no real excitement as a personality. So it's tough. Like, yeah, you know, and I'm like, guy, you drive, you know, the most expensive cars on the planet, the fastest anybody could ever travel. It's so dangerous. Give us some real insight. But, I mean, what do you do when you're a billionaire? He's probably a billionaire, and he ain't making no money. You know, he's not like a brainchild. You know, I'm like, people talk about he has like fan club. I'm like, Stroll has a fan club? What? I'm like, I love my Canadians, but some of these dudes, you're like, guy, he could be doing the, like, especially as a billionaire's son, like, he could be doing the most fire scarves and socks and just like the Lance Stroll, like a real Canadian F1 Aston Martin fucking vibe. Like, he could have the coolest merch. Just, I know. Look like you're enjoying yourself, man. Blood clot. It's crazy. I know. I know. They show up, yeah.
Okay, I think we're still on the right tyres for the time being.
I know. Yeah, his dad, I will say this, is, for all the, you know, Lawrence Stroll being a baddie, that's how they refer to him. Like, you know, he's the, when he did the videos, when they were releasing the, like, the hostage footage. Like how they think, I'm like, this guy really put his money where his mouth is,
These conditions are only getting worse. Watch out for standing water.
Yes, I don't know why though, but nothing's telling me. Sorry, I just thought it was me going slow on my sectors, but it doesn't. Lance Stroll. Fire. I almost slid off the track because I laughed.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
Fucking Lance Stroll. Yeah,
Caution,
like.
caution. Okay, be aware there's an incident in the next part of the track. No overtaking through the yellow flags.
Yeah.
Okay, clear.
I was gonna ask you, how you feel about how Mercedes is doing Russell? I don't like it either. I think he's fantastic. Never. What's that? Yeah, I love me some Antonelli. But I just like... Yeah. What I mean is, yeah, so basically, you know, you've had all these rumors with the Verstappens and, you know, Mercedes Toto on the yacht, beside their yachts, beside each other, all this other foolishness. And my problem is, I'm like, yo, either way, George should be your beacon, right? You guys, you know, Antonelli doesn't have to come out of Mercedes, but he could end up, you know, going to another team, figuring out one of your you know, send him to Alpine in the future. Let him get his sea legs. Have Verstappen and Russell take care of business. But the problem is that, like, their negotiation, the issue is his term. So they're forcing down a 1-year contract, and he won at least 2. And I'm like, the man deserves 2. When the car wasn't doing what it was doing and Lewis was fed up, who was putting it on pole and on the podium? Like, great. It was hurting my feelings he was doing such a good job. Right? And I'm like, and then you fucking Lewis is like, peace. I see the writing on the wall. I'm out this bitch. And decide to control his own fate. And you won't give George a 2-year contract? What? That's crazy. Because Verstappen's looming? I'm like, come on. That's my problem. Which is crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, they basically, the problem is George has no leverage, right? zero leverage because he's in the last year of his current contract, right? And they know it's cloudy with a chance of meatballs at Red Bull. So they're like, yo, bro, we don't want to close you up. I'm sorry, I'm not giving you the full deal you want because who knows what'll happen. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Whatever, let him fucking... Yeah, it is what it is. I know. Yeah, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. But I still feel for the guy because I'm like, he's doing a fantastic job. He could even be like one of the top 2, top 3 racers in the current season. And I'm like, this is how you're treating your guy when your car isn't even all that because a crash happened. Because honestly, I've heard already, what's his name, James Balls and a couple other dudes like, yo, I'd like to have Verstappen, but it's what come with Verstappen that you don't want. I'm like, not necessarily is what you get by having him here is a good thing, you know? No disrespect to him, but like, he is a fierce competitor, but some of the stuff that he needs, you know, necessarily should teams have to give him? No. He is changing to a certain degree, but not. He's still... Yeah, he was. So, you know, apparently, yeah, the story is Horner was trying to tell some catty that was their assistant, yeah, you can't date, what's his name, Verstappen's daddy. And Verstappen Yasser's like, yo, go suck your mother, bro. You can't tell me. We're grown ass. We'll do whatever the fuck we want. And then, because I'm sure that limelight then drove them to start picking up dirt on Horner, and I'm sure it was them leaking all the information. They're playing hardball, right? Try to discredit the man.
I think the right call is to stick with what we've got
and
for now.
That's it, you know? So from that perspective, like, you'll destroy your team that's brought you so much success to get rid of one person. That's why I died in Hungary. Was it Hungary or Spa? When Nico Rosberg was like, so, what are you saying about now that Horner's gone, this, that, and the other? And, you know, you had a lot of words to say before. He goes, I don't say anything. I don't say anything now. He goes, oh, so you're staying quiet now. And I was like, oh, shit. I love fucking Rosberg. I absolutely love him. But that's the thing, man. I'm like, yo, one dude, like, look what it brought you. Yeah, Verstappen rinsed for those, like, 4 seasons. But the second driver car is a poison chalice. You guys just send the car in one direction. Mind you, Verstappen is God tier, so he deserves his things and his preferences. But at the expense of not, you know, having a car capable of having both people.
There's a 6-second gap between you and the car behind. Keep pushing.
So many fucking, whatchamacallit, good drivers had an issue, you know? Checo's out there looking like a G now. Because he's like, I told you this car was foolish. And you men didn't want to listen. Right? Yeah, for a longer time. Yeah, I do think...
We've seen a couple of moments from other cars in the last lap or so. The intermediates are definitely starting to struggle. Might be time to move on to the full wet.
Yeah, man. I mean, I see Antonelli. Yeah, yeah. It's just like it feels disloyal. Like like yeah, they don't business. Yeah, Austrians, they don't business. Yeah, straight. Yeah, I feel like this season more than ever, I've probably been a fan of him. Like seeing how he's performed, like won races that he shouldn't won, poles he should never have had. I like him being more human and more sedate of a athlete. Like like this is it's not good, but we're just gonna focus on getting the team back to what I mean. Like I'm like show some humility for once, yeah. Yeah, ambassador. Yeah. Yo, and
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
if I'm honest, like as much as I do love these guys, after when we had COVID and the whole Black Lives Matters and how they were moving so rigid, for me I was like, nah, you guys, like, fine, don't take your knee, I don't care, nobody cares about the knee, but like, you know, act like you give a shit. Like, yo, this is wrong, this is this. Like a lot of, if you look at history, especially in F1, a lot of the top dogs always made the right decisions. Like they were always like, nah, globally this is the way to do this. Guy, brethren, fucking, what's his name? Yeah, I know. Like Ayrton, what's his name? Moss. Moss, back in the day, they did the race at, where did they do the race? They did the race in South Africa? I know, I'm just staying on the black stuff. But, Moss, Sir Moss, or whatever his name is, he, back in his heyday, they did a race in, Africa, South Africa, and, they basically, those days, people of color were allowed to watch the race, but were only able to watch the race from one location. They all had to sit in one location. And he coordinated with the other drivers to not, when they did the victory lap, like the final lap, to stop and wave specifically in those locations. They did not stop anywhere else. And imagine this is black and white TVs. This is like, old school. And this guy was like, yo, I think what they're doing is wrong with the government. So what we're going to do is, after the race, every driver stops in that area, gives a wave, does whatever they can to show appreciation to that group of people. And they only stopped in that area. And I was like, see, that's what I'm talking about, He never won a championship, this guy. Never. The one driver with the most wins and all this other shit that never won a championship. And was known as an honest guy. Like, so much so that he told the refs or the FIA that he did something wrong, which lost him a championship. And, but it's that integrity stuff, which I will say this, as much as they talk about the goodness of Ayrton Senna and this and this, as a driver, he's like a Verstappen to me. Some of the shit I hear, I like when I heard his stories and I've seen things over the years, I'm like, yeah, I think like who I am as a person, I'd be more of a Prost than I ever would be a Senna. And it's because you see how Senna was ruthless. He would take guys into the wall. He'd do shit that you're like, whoa, Breckin, you shouldn't do that. And it was the relentless, seeing red. He can't stop himself. So that stuff I don't respect. Somebody that like, they're so obsessed with winning that they'll they'll do the worst things to try to get there. I'm like, nah, I don't agree with that. So, you know, Prost was more of a well-calculated guy and always making the right decisions. And that for me, I'll always be paying attention to. Always. You know, and I'm like, you can see it. You see it now. You know, Lewis has had terrible seasons, and everywhere he goes, people are all over the place for him. And Verstappen, his home races, he got 3 home races or something like that. Two home races. And his fans are starting to dwindle because he's not number 1. Come on. But that is for real, dude. I've been hearing in the news, in Austria, he does have 3 races because of Austria, they were already seeing that the numbers in his section were down, and then when Antonelli hit him, they all just marched out of the building, which I can understand. He's there, you know what I mean? Like, I can understand. He's out, you know? I can understand that. In Belgium, they talked about... Correct. Right? Yeah, I do see that as sport for him. But when you see his home race struggling to fill Friday, you know, and you see his section isn't having an issue, you know, isn't as bumping as what it was because he's not. If you listen to the race podcast, second left. If you listen to the race podcast, they have the guy Nelson something who's like in with the Verstappen, as like a lot of things that come from his mouth is Bible because he gets a direct link from them. He's like, you know, the promoters, for instance, didn't even try to negotiate for this year or for the next years because they knew that they couldn't pay the 70, 80 million a year to have a race. And he's like, you know, during COVID, they rode the wave of Verstappen to help out. But, you know, they've done a good job. It's not funded by the government. But he's like, you know, the fan sections for Verstappen haven't helped because he's not number 1. People aren't showing up. And I'm like, ew. And that was just for me like a stark, like, well, there you go. All that I don't care about being ambassador and about the sport, and I just win. Okay. You keep preaching win. Now you're not winning, they're not showing up. You know, and think of all the other, or think of Fernando. Hasn't done shit in time. He's still got hordes of people showing up, supporting him.
You just started the final lap of the race. Final lap.
Right. So, you know, that's where I feel like you're seeing some of these things fall to the wayside. But I've heard it on a number of occasions this weekend that the numbers aren't, like, it's still busy weekend, but the Friday wasn't packed. You know, Saturday's gotten better, but they did say, they noticed, and they said it in the podcast, the broadcast, that they're like, yo, we've noticed a few pockets, if you will. Yeah, and it's their last year, or next year is their last year racing there? I can't remember. It's either this year is the last year that they raced there. Yeah, the contract's done, like after 26. And that's what I was saying. Zandvoort. Spa too. Spa's not going to be on the calendar. It'll be like alternating years. But you can't help it, right? It's whoever can afford to pay the money. Let's go. My first W of the year on merit. Let's go. Get stuck in. Let's go. I'm the only one collecting points. How crazy is that? Forza blood clot Ferrari. Hey. I feel like I have a couple. Yeah. Let's go. Venti, thank you for throwing it in the skip. Yeah, that's like from the like original times of them going there, but they used to be at Kyle Army or Kyle Army or I can't remember. But correct. From those times, correct. Yeah, yeah. A lot of social things like that were kiboshed. You know what? I'm gonna say, I don't know. Let me check. Let me check this right now.